All right. We bought our first channel car, I guess.
Yeah, the YouTube money's hitting.
Yeah.
We bought the cheapest RTR on the market.
Yeah, we saw this get released and we were pretty intrigued by it because we like our slashes, and it's a neat idea of this having the mid motor, and
Yeah, that's what I'm the most excited about.
We're
It's like,
curious.
yeah, despite it being like clearly very cheap, it seems like pretty well thought out for what it is.
Like, I'm hoping that even though it's cheap, it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
But here, we'll show you the box.
I'm very interested in this thing. That's
So,
for sure.
yeah.
Hidden body retention system.
Unlike, never mind. Super tough transmission. I actually heard these trans are really strong for no damn reason.
Is it the same trans as
The Gorgon, yeah. Which
Okay.
people say they run 4S through no problem.
Really?
Yeah. We'll find out though. But yeah, you can see over here, it's got the motor mounted right here, right in front of the rear axle, and it's like a little pencil design. It's really compact. Everything's kind of tucked in there.
By the way, that's the front.
The what?
That was the front.
What I pointed at?
No.
Oh. Of the box?
Just in case
Bottom.
people were struggling with the orientation.
Oh, right. Yeah, so got a good rear bumper. The front bumper is kind of tiny. We went with the green because we didn't want the battery. I got a nickel metal with my Gorgon that we're just going to use in this to test it, and then we're just going to use LiPos.
It's the same battery that would come with.
Right, yeah, it'll be the same 7-cell nickel metal that would come with it, but this color looks good, and yeah. Yeah, you can get it RTR with a battery and charger for
I think it was like
180,
200. I think it was 199.
Okay.
And yeah, you can get it in blue or red.
Right.
But
And
the green is battery less.
it's RTR minus a battery, and it's 170, which could potentially be great.
Crazy cheap.
Yeah.
Like insanely cheap. 'Cause how much was the Mojave Grom? It was like 150, 140.
The 150? No, 150 and the Typhons are 140. Some whatever, yeah. And slashes have gotten expensive enough now that they're like
crazy expensive.
They're like
'Cause,
what, 225, 230 or something for the entry. I don't know.
Yeah, and if you get like the BL2S 2-wheel drive,
Right.
I think it's still like 250 or
And like
280.
granted
even.
they have the heavy duty stuff now, and like they're making them worth the money, but also if you're just trying to find an entry level short course truck, slashes are creeping up high enough that it's not going to be a very entry level.
And then this is like freshly designed,
Right.
you know,
It's not a
modern
20-year-old
engineering.
design.
They've been doing good about updating the Slash, but you're still kind of working within those like limitations. But this is like virtually ground up.
Don't mind me, I'm just struggling to...
I have
It's too late, I got it now. I just wanted to struggle. Alright.
And it's waterproof.
Wow, is it? Oh, it actually is.
Ooh, it looks kind of cool.
Alright. Here we go. Got the... Oh, that looks like the receiver in there.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Bam. Dude, it comes with tools. Like actual...
Oh, wait. Hold on.
And batteries?
Yeah, like... I don't know how you can see
what?
that. But they're like actual tools, not the bullshit little Allen keys.
And it's a Ziploc bag, so you can reuse it.
I love it. I love Ziploc bags for RC parts.
Oh, nice technical bag.
So, there she is.
Wow.
It does look nice.
It looks cool.
IRL. This is my first time seeing it in person because they didn't have any samples on display.
Yeah, usually they have one out, but I think this thing is like fresh off the delivery truck.
You want to do the honors of derobing it?
What's under the cover? It's
The
totally
same
not
thing.
clear.
Oh my
and you
God.
can't- oh my god! It's
Wow.
green!
All right, it looks better in person.
It looks sick.
Yeah. Oh, it's got some like ghost decals on the side. Hold on, can you see?
Oh yeah. Yeah, like kind of a
Oh.
matte.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's the PPF film.
Yeah, I don't know if it... Yeah, you can kind of see it there. Like on the back bumper and stuff, there's like a little ghost design. So it's got the D-Boot Fortress tires, which look nice. I like these wheels.
Yeah, I think the wheels
The
are
wheels
cool.
look
They're
nice.
like 1552
Right.
style.
They've got foams. The steering feels smooth. I mean, it's brand new, so it should, but... Honestly, this looks way cooler than I was expecting.
Hold up.
You're like, wait, we gotta go back. It's not bad.
It's got some good travel.
It's no UDR, you know, but yeah.
Seems a little...
It's got the spacers in there too. Yeah, in there. You got shock spacers in here, but we'll mess with that later. So how does this body come off? Oh, it's the annoying...
Oh, it's like in the Nerf bars.
But they did better than the Gorgon. Because...
What do you do?
So you've got these pins here.
Okay.
And so it slides in and pulls out.
Gotcha.
On the Gorgon, they're like tethered to the shock tower and it's loose. These stay in, which is nice. So you don't lose them. So here it's the brushed motor, and it's a 2-in-1 ESC receiver. So if you do want to upgrade electronics, you have to upgrade everything really, but that's fine. Wow, that was a screeching child. These shocks are pretty tall shocks.
Yeah, they're long, way longer than like a 2-wheel drive Slash. For the front, at least.
The rears are long too, but they have this collar back here.
I was surprised with how like kicked out the rear shocks are too.
Which you can't adjust.
Which is it's very like buggy.
Yeah.
Like 2-wheel drive buggy.
But you don't have any adjustment points, which is kind of a bummer. Yeah. There's no like you can't bring your shocks in or out, but
these foams are really stiff.
They are stiff. They're very stiff. These tires are gonna get destroyed on pavement for sure. And it's got like the center servo saver. I guess you can't really see it. Like the Stampede style one.
Yeah, which I dig how like centered everything is.
Yeah.
Like it's not like
got good rebound.
Yeah.
They have a so you can put a fan here. I think like a 40 mil fan here. On the Gorgon, it was just empty and it looked terrible. But they put this little plate here, which is nice to make it look a little less trash. The rear drive shafts look pretty beefy.
Yeah. Is this already
assembly grease or whatever?
Oil or
it's
something?
Fine, probably. The links are beefy too. It looks like it should
like
be
the
pretty stout.
lower arms look serious. I think that's
sway
bar mounting location.
And these have a weird battery mount.
Yeah.
I don't care for it so far. But it's kind of nice because you don't have to pull the body off to get the battery. But I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so you get your Spectrum IC3 connector there, and your battery will go in there. And
you know what I thought was so funny too? Like they were already like, you know, like, oh, upgrade your Fury, and I went to their like upgrade parts page. They just have different colors. That's
how the Gorgon is.
The battery tray.
Like, the Gorgon, they have the skid plates in different colors and then different bodies.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well, what about the rest of it?
Yeah. What about anything else?
And the Gorgon's been out for a bit. This, I don't know. The suspension does really feel decent.
Yeah. Because I mean, compared to the Traxxas like Ultra shocks, I mean these are still plastic body, but they're at least like a larger bore.
Yeah. I mean, everything looks pretty compact. Like I like that everything's enclosed and like it doesn't seem fragile. Except for the front bumper, but it should be fine.
Yeah.
And the body is nice. I honestly, in the pictures, I hated the body, but in person, it's neat.
Yeah.
I think I was wanting it to look more scale, like a short course truck.
Yeah,
but like,
they definitely went a little.
It's kind of hot.
A little off. I mean, all the
details,
like, rear deck's
like the little fire extinguisher stuff. Like the details are good. I like the details. So yeah, it's pretty sick. I'm excited to dig into it. We have a charged nickel metal battery from my Gorgon that we're gonna toss in it, and we'll put some test laps out and see how it is. But enjoy seeing it clean for the last time.
Yeah.
So yeah, we will be back with. No. All right. So we got the Fury out here, piloted by Patrick. Let's see if it's a Fury.
Wow, so angry.
That's full throttle, right? Almost. Hey, you're good. You're upright.
It rubs a lot.
Your front wheel.
I think it's dirt on it.
Say in the left front.
Both of them. It looks like the handle is like pretty flush.
Yeah. It definitely needs some spacers.
Yeah.
It's too soft for them.
Yeah.
Keep bonding it up.
No. It looks cool.
Yeah. Is it weird driving without TSM? It seems like it'll be fun. So we have a Nick, other Nick has a XL5 two-wheel drive slash that we're gonna use to compare the two in another video. It'll be interesting to see how they stack up, but yeah, so that's the end of the unboxing. We just want to give you a little bit of driving footage, but Patrick found something wrong maybe? Are we broken?
Just sounds funny.
Great. Sounds like there's marbles in it.
Yeah.
Go Horizon Hobby.